Welcome back. Our live coverage continues. Serena Williams, Maria Karolinko in less than 15 minutes. And this is the young lady waiting for the winner of that match. A quarterfinalist at just 19 years old, Sloane Stephens. She's won 4 matches here, and she is into the quarters, and she joins us. Look at that grin. Congratulations. Sloane, it's such a huge step also for American tennis to see the future coming along and being so successful. Is it everything you thought it would be?
I think so. I'm still trying to like soak it in, but I think, someone tweeted me today that I'm now like the #2 American and I broke top 20, and I was like, oh wow, that's awesome, that's fun. And I'm still 19, so it's kind of just, it hasn't really set in yet, but it's nice.
There was a lot on the line. Maybe you didn't know about it before the match, which is probably a good thing. But how different was it for you? At the French Open, you broke through, but you played Sam Stosur, you were the underdog. Today you were the favorite. How was that pressure? What did it feel like?
Yeah, it was definitely tough. Obviously I've never been a favorite in a 4th round, so it was a little bit different for me. But I think I came out playing great, and she really picked up her game and started playing great. And I was kind of thinking about it. I'm like, oh my God, this is for the quarters of a Grand Slam. And then I was like, okay, now you just got to relax because this is going to stress you out. So once I just calmed down, I kind of got it together, but it was kind of stressful.
There was a point in the 3rd set. You were down 4-5, but up 40-30 in that set. You came up with a big ace, your first of the match. What were you thinking on that point?
I was like, it's now or never. I was like, you got to just go for it. Because then if I didn't win that point, it would have been deuce, and then that would have been even more stressful. So I was like, you know what? You just got to go for it. And then in the next game, I was like, just go for your shots and just try and hit out as much as you can, because she was being the aggressor and she was playing really well. So I was like, you just got to put all the steam on now and just hope for the best, really.
You didn't play any tennis after the U.S. Open. You had a bit of an ab injury. And I remember talking to you before coming down under, and you said, I cannot wait to start playing matches. How important was it to play those 2 warm-up tournaments, get those matches to get you to this round now?
Definitely, really important. I'd played 3 sets before I came to Australia, and I was like, I don't know how this is going to turn out. But I was so ready to just start playing tennis again, and I couldn't wait to the 25th, and not because for Christmas. I was excited because I was leaving. So it was really exciting to get those couple wins in Brisbane and then Hobart last week, and then coming into here. It feels awesome, and to make the quarters of a Grand Slam and not have played that much tennis, it's really nice.
And now you are the 2nd-ranked American after Serena Williams. A different position. We saw Melanie Udan break through. By the way, she was the last young American to get to the quarterfinals of a major. Now it's you. What sense of responsibility do you have now for Madison Keys and the young ones behind you?
Oh my God, it's tough. But I'm like, we were talking the other day, I was talking to Madison, and I was like, it's hard getting here, but it's even harder staying there. And like to do this every week and to just come up with results and have, play great tennis every week, it's tough, but it's what you work for, and it's just hard work pays off eventually. And I think, it takes time to get where you are, but once you find that rhythm and like traveling and being on tour all the time, it gets easier. And, you just have to enjoy it. Like, I like practicing now. Before, I hated it.
I remember that.
Yeah. So it's gotten better.
It's translating. Your hard work and the intensity on the practice court is carrying over to your matches now.
Yeah, so it works out. It's fair.
All right, the Fed Cup captain just heard you say, I like practicing now. So she doesn't want to hear it.
Yeah.
Were you aware before this match how loud Jovanovski is on the court? And are you starting to hear what the fans are saying, and that this game has gotten so loud?
Yeah, it's tough. I wasn't even, I didn't really hear it. I wasn't really paying attention, because it's not something you really, focus on. But and now that I'm thinking about it, it was vocal. It was very vocal. And, it's tough. It's probably tougher for people watching than it is for someone playing. But, I didn't know that it was such a big deal. But, toning it down would be nice. It would work for everyone, I think.
It was very loud out there. We were calling the match, and it seemed like her grunts were going into your shots. But anyway, you might play Serena Williams in the next match if she wins tonight against Karolinko. You just played her in Brisbane. What did you learn from that first meeting with Serena?
I think it was the first time. It was like, you have to get the first one out of the way, and then the rest will be easy. I think it was the first time playing, first time just being on the court with her, and just kind of like, okay, now we're actually playing. And I think this time it'll be good. It's the quarterfinals of a Grand Slam, so it'll be fun. It'll be intense, obviously. She brings all the intensity in the world. So So, I mean, it'll be good.
You learned that quickly, didn't you?
Yeah, definitely. So it'll be good. And she told me yesterday that I was too quiet. She was like, I don't make enough noise. So she was like, you're too quiet, because someone asked me if I grunt. And I was like, yeah, I think so. And she was like, no. So.
Okay, a little advice there.
Yeah,
I wonder if she'll give you any advice, though, if you play her. I doubt that.
I doubt it. But no, it'll be good and it'll be fun.
Does she intimidate you?
No, before I was like, oh my God, it's Serena. Like, why is she looking at me? This is crazy. Like, this is like scary. But now it's just normal, like, hey girl, like, what's up? So.
What is the dynamic of your relationship as we see her getting set to take the court, going out next on Laver to take on Maria Karolinko?
Oh yeah, there she is. But no, we're just friends. We just talk and just everything's pretty normal. She's just, when I see her, I'm like, hey, how's it going? You know, just normal stuff. I mean, I'm 19, so it's kind of, everything is kind of low key for me.
I saw you after the match, Sloane, and she was cooling down on the bike, and your phone was just buzzing and buzzing and buzzing. How many messages did you just receive?
I had like 600 and something messages after I finished, and I was like, oh my God. My friends, I have a group chat with like my 3 best friends, and they just talk the whole time. They were talking through my whole match. So every message that they're sending to each other, I'm getting. And I'm like, oh my God, like, what are they doing? So now I have to go back and read all the messages. But my mom and my grandparents sent me some messages, so I'll look at those too.
As we see Serena stretching and waiting for the walk. Sloane, what is that walk like? I know you were on Hisense today. You've yet to be on the big court, but what is that feeling like?
Well, it was kind of tricky. I played on this side of the tennis center, so going on Hisense was different. You had to take a golf cart all the way over there, and it was a little different, but it was still, I mean, it's a dangerous walk. It's a long walk, got a lot to think about when you're walking out there. So it's definitely fun, but it is a long walk for sure.
Who would you like to see out of these two? I'm guessing it's that lady right there, Maria Karolinko.
Not even. No. You want a challenge. Yeah, you want a good match. You want a battle. You want a show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what she said after the match.
You want Serena.
I like to show my best stuff.
You're calling out Serena Williams.
I mean, I'm not calling her out. She probably knows I want to play her. But no, I think it'll be fun. I mean, of course, I'd love to play her too, but
you enjoy the show. You said that to the crowd. You said, I hope I gave you a good show. You enjoy it, and that's part of being a champion. Do you feel that way?
One of the guys told me I took the scenic route today, but, I mean, it was a show, and it was fun. So, I mean, I enjoy it. So, I had a good time.
How much were you watching the match?
Probably not much. I have to get to where I'm going to eat dinner tonight. They close early, so.
Have you been eating at the same place?
Yeah.
You're a little superstitious?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What is it?
Yeah.
Keep the routine.
Pizza Napoli. They have gnocchi pesto, with the caprese salad, pineapple juice every night for the last 8 nights. So here we go again.
It's working.
Yep, definitely.
Maria Karolinko taking the court. Rod Laver introduced before Serena Williams. Sloane, before we let you go, did you reach your grandma? Did you reach your family yet?
Oh, yeah, I talked to my mom. She was like, great job. My grandparents, well, my grandma has a heart problem, so my grandpa's been putting her to bed early because she gets very nervous, so I'm not sure if she watched, but I'm sure my grandpa watched, and they watched on the machine, which is the computer, which my grandma calls it. So, I'm sure they watched, but I'll definitely call. I call them on my off day, so I'll call them tomorrow.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well done. Best of luck, Sloane.
Hope to see you again soon. Thank you. Sloane Stephens, a quarterfinalist. She'll take on the winner of Serena Williams and Maria Karolinko. That match is live, and it's next when our coverage continues.